Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and today we're going to see if we can turn Germany into a naval powerhouse, but with a twist, because we're going to handcuff ourselves to make it more of a challenge. So, what is the plan today? Well, we are going to go down the Rally the Wehrmacht route, and we are going to restore our Kaiser into charge, going non-aligned monarchist, as always with these Navy videos. But we're going to go for the secret focus down here. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will find out later. But that does mean our handcuff of accept British naval dominance is what we have to go for. So that gives us a lovely negative 20% dockyard output. So making a navy with that bad boy is going to be difficult. I'd rather go this route, but we can't for the focus. So we've got to accept the navy British dominance. So we'll start with Rally the Wehrmacht. Now for our research, we are going to go for the 1940 heavy ship because we want the lovely new engine. I mean, it takes 3 years, but we want the lovely new engine, and we want to also improve our MIO and also get our breakthrough points for our research of naval stuff, because we have a big plan for the Navy today. So we're going to kick that one off for 3 years. We will go and get a Navy, obviously, research facility, and we're going to go super heavy battleship today. We're going to make 2 of them. We're going to make a proper Bismarck and Tirpitz, and we're going to dominate the sea with 2 big boys. So that is what we're going to get underway. The loyalty of the Kriegsmarine. So the problem is I don't have enough time to actually secure them after this civil war because of the focuses I want to do. So to get the high sea fleet, it means we have to rush down and avoid a few of the other navy focuses on the Plan Z side. So I don't really want to do that because this one here requires 1940 and you can't research it quick enough. And that has a nice MIO gain for production costs. So screw it, we're just not going to have Eric Raider. Right, just a quick civil war to deal with. We will continue down a few of these focuses to make sure we switch ideology quicker or get the ideology built up quicker anyway. So we'll quickly just win the civil war. Because it's going to be late game, I'm not going to go for the 4-year plan of the MIFO. We're going to go switch to civilian economy because we can then change that while we're still in the civil war. So we'll start on that one while we quickly just grab the last few victory points. Let's go and sharpen the air safety regulations for unknown reason that definitely won't come into effect. We'll go and switch to war economy now. That focus is done. We could go limit conscription up, but I don't think we actually need manpower at the moment, so let's not bother. We will go probably for a bit of navy now. We'll get a couple of dockyards and some XP and get them on the go. There is the civil war over. We get a load of damage to our network, but that's fine. We will now go and delete the army in a minute, but we will first of all go and crack on with... We don't need the revitalize the nation really. We'll just towards Germany's future. Even though we didn't keep hold of the navy, we do actually keep all of the ships, which is odd, so we haven't actually lost any. The return of the Kaiser, and Netherlands block us because we have no army, so they think we're weak. We will obviously not join a war with them. We'll go and find a new candidate of Wilhelm III. We will go and quickly do the 2 succession law focus decisions so we can get our new leader in charge soon. And we will then go and start down towards this path. Accept British naval dominance, which gives us this horrendous negative 20% dockyard output, which we'll have to try and get around. But we will let the Britain think they are in charge of the navy. Secretly, we build a big one. Let's start making some cruisers. We'll go for our classic light cruiser if you're new here. So light battery 2, anti-air. We'll go fire control. We'll do the best engine, secondary battery, a bit of armor. We'll give it the battle line MIO, and then we just fill the top row with light cruiser battery 2s to get all of the soft attack. And these are going to be our screens that also destroy other screens with a lovely light attack damage. Bit of armor anti-air, nice speed. The Congo crisis. So we have got a little bit of Africa, which is nice. Not that we particularly want it. We'll now go the Anglo-German defensive pack, and then we can get some guarantees from Britain, which they'll soon remove from us, but that's absolutely fine. We'll go and improve the relations because I have had them refuse that focus. We have our naval facility, so we will go and get surface ship special project +5, special project speed +5. So why would you go for this one when we have the special projects, all of them 5% for the Bright? So Yeah, I don't know why we take the other one. We'll take you, Walter. And then we will go and get our super heavy battleship. Take just over a year, but we will get that on the go. The United Kingdom welcomes our mutual cooperation. They have given us a guarantee, and it means now we can go and request a restoration of our British titles. And I don't know what will happen with this, but we'll wait and see. We will send a liaison. Yeah, we'll definitely send a liaison. Nothing bad will ever happen because of that. Let's go and get this capital ship a research 75% bonus. And then we also get a little bit more dockyard output, which is nice. Oh no, we've lost our leader. What a shame. Victoria is in charge, the Kaiserin of the people. Some lovely, lovely bonuses. Political power, stability, weekly stability, war support, defense on core, and some extra stability, which now means we have the secret little focus down here that's not very secret. Restore the Holy Roman Empire. I know I said ages ago I'd return to the Holy Roman Empire, but we're going to do the Germany route today as I messed it up last time. Now, what do we want? Heavy guns, speed, or light guns? I'm feeling heavy guns because it's always a problem destroying capital ships, so the more heavy attack we have, the better. The United Kingdom accepts our naval development cooperation as well, so we have some excellent bonuses and some research bonuses. Let's go and do the Mountaineer Doctrine, because we're going to need some thick boy mountaineers to get over the Alps into Italy. So we'll try and get a few of them out. These are going to be our big boy hitters, because it is a little bit of a problem with Italy, because they do have a small front line to deal with. So the MIO I'm going to leave for a second. Production cost is what we're looking for. So these history of battleships minus 5% is nice. And then a few more down here, another minus 5%. Iraq has capitulated in Kurdistan. Okay, I have never seen this happen in historical. I know it changes a little bit because we're doing odd things. France normally does something weird, but they don't seem to be at the moment. Normally the world implodes. They're still fine. Austria is accepted as well, so Anschluss has happened, so not that much different, but I'm waiting for something crazy to happen in terms of someone's ideology. We also get Czechoslovakia is ours, so we've carved that up, so we're a bit chonkier now. We will head towards taking Italy, probably. We will need Switzerland as well to get around the Maginot Line, and we can go for France, but we don't have enough manpower just yet. They're not in the Allies either at the moment, which is nice. So we'll probably go for Switzerland and France pretty quickly. What I will do with Hungary is kick them from the faction, because it just means we bypass the 2 Berlin awards, which we don't really care about. And it means we can actually go and do conquer Italy straight off the bat. We don't want the coup, we want to conquer them. So 70 days and we get our war goal for Italy. Right, Mussolini, you are up first for the chopping block, so we'll declare our war. We've done a full back line, so they retreat in, I think is the best way. So we'll get a few more divisions out. Once they retreat in, we should be able to cut them off and surround their units. I've actually just noticed they're not even guarding the front line. Okay, completely abandon that plan. Get some divisions here quickly. Our mountaineers are here anyway, so that's not a problem. We'll get the rest of our divisions here. If we can fall in quickly, we should be okay. I'm going to go for 1944 heavy ship because we want the extra engine. So we have the nice bonus for it, so it's only going to take just over 2 years for that. Meanwhile, Italy is just not manning their border, so we're going to quickly move in because we need to get past the mountains. We'll go and get the Minister of Food and Agriculture for another 5% dockyard output because we've got a lot of building to do and we have some negative bonuses, obviously. Super heavy battleship is done, so we can finally get 2 in production. Now I'm going to go absolute mega with these. Everyone's going to hate me in the comments saying it's too expensive, but I don't care. We're going to go heavy ship for the massive heavy attack and piercing. We'll do some anti-air because obviously we don't want to get naval bombed. Fire control, we'll get a new one later, but that will do. Now what I'm going to do is mental. I'm going to put heavy engine 1 in. That's a 45 speed, but it's much more production cost. So we're going to put heavy engine 1 in. And then when heavy engine 4 is researched, we're going to switch it out and refit it. I know it's always bad to replace the engine, but I really want some excellent speed. So we're going to put the cheapest engine in and swap it out. So we'll go for that. We will give it the MIO as well, obviously. I'm going to give it 4 extra super heavy batteries. 2 at the front and 2 at the back. And I think that should be enough. And we'll just fill the rest of the middle with anti-air. So we've got an incredible amount of heavy attack and heavy piercing. That should smash through capital ships. Good armour, some anti-air. We can't actually improve the armour, so that'll have to do. It is a slow boy to begin with, but it is going to be an absolute chonk. So, they are going to take, I don't know because I don't have any chromium, we'll trade our life away with Turkey for chromium. June 44, we have got to get that down. That is 6 years it's going to take to make these. So we need to start working on some dockyard output focuses and bits and pieces. Italy is really not doing too well. If we can trap them in the mountains here, that's a good plan. And then we should be able to just file in below now. Hopefully we can cap them before they turn civil war. Let's go for plan Z because we're going to need some of these production cost bits and pieces. We just need dockyard output production costs because we've got such big chunky boys to build. That is the majority of the Italians half surrounded, so we'll just quickly grab the rest of these victory points and flood in, and they will not be able to cope with it. Oh, damn, the Civil War. Okay, not what I wanted, but inevitable, really, because I wasn't very far down. Not a problem, we will just end up having to integrate our new Italian puppet. Oh, and that is it done. We didn't even have to take the rest of Sicily. Okay, annoyingly, they've got the north here where I actually need. So if it was the south, it wouldn't be that much of a problem because I don't need the territory. So we will have to integrate them. So we might as well just take the rest of the land then. Right, we're up to September 42 on our lovely battleships. So a little bit further to go, but we are making gains in getting that time down. Let's go pick up the focus that gives us more of the MIO production cost -5%, which will be very valuable. We'll just start building dockyards in Italy. Annoyingly, because I didn't give them any land, I can only build in these two provinces, which is a bit of a poor choice by me. Let's go get the -5%, and then we've got one more once we get a little bit more score on that bad boy. We're down to July 42. We're getting down. We have these new ships here that we just don't want because, you know, they're crap. These are the ones, for some reason it says ship names. It hasn't even given it the correct names for some unknown reason. We've clearly broken the ship name focus device. But we will be changing these to, I mean, they have nothing either, the Bismarck and Tirpitz. These are the ships that Germany should have built. So we will name these appropriately, and we will sort of recreate history with the two mega ships that they should have done, not some crappy battle cruisers. There's a few dockyard output improvements in the industry part of the tree, so we're going to work towards them first just to help get our ship out. There is a research slot here as well we do need, but I feel like the dockyard output is more important. We'll go and get advanced fire control with our lovely bonus, so that's going to take 19 days for the best fire control, and then we can start putting that in our ships, plus our new big boy ships. And we'll probably start working towards a bit of air as well, because that's going to be important. Right, the last one on this MIO, so -5 to production cost, which means we have an even less time of January 42. We're almost into 41 with them. Need excavation 3 for that. There is a dockyard output down here actually, so we'll go and get the agricultural reforms first. We can finally annex our lovely Italian puppet there, so we have all the Italy we want. United Kingdom wants to limit our naval rearmament though. If I don't accept this, so we can accept it and obviously have the bonuses, but Britain will hate us and they may end up declaring on us. I'm not too sure how this will end. I'm going to try and accept their terms because I think we're already building the ships. Yeah, so we don't seem to have stopped. I can't build any new ones, but it hasn't cancelled the ones we're already building. So yeah, we will agree to that, but nothing that isn't already in production, which is fine. We can leave the naval treaty anyway later on if we want to. We are just smashing out dockyards at the moment, so we'll start building some more cruisers. We just will be building cruisers and our battleships. I think that's going to do it today. I don't think I'm going to bother with destroyers or anything else. Let's design a plane because you always ask for air supremacy videos. So we're going all out heavy machine guns. We're going the best engine. We're going to go for self-sealing fuel tanks because we can get the rubber at the moment. We'll go for armor plate and then we'll do extra fuel tanks. So we've got a nice range, a nice defense and a nice attack. 1944 heavy ship is done. So we have the new engine 4 that we very much want. So I don't know what else we're probably going to need. I'll probably go for dispersed industry actually because that is another dockyard output improvement. And then we will probably go for some rubber because we will need to make that soon. Right, mass production we can do for another negative dockyard output of 5%. We are down to November 41 for our battleships. So France are not in the Allies yet, but they are guaranteed by UK, which is a little bit annoying. So can I can't justify Romania or Yugoslavia yet, but if I do one of them, it will then force France in. Right, so we've got these cruisers. They're our new ones. So we're going to break them off. We're going to use the old fleet as like a coast guard and obviously break off the subs. And then we'll use the new one as our nice new attack force with all our light cruisers and big boy heavy battleships. Poland accepts our demands and gives us Danzig. We'll go and ask for a little bit more of Poland then and see if they give that up. The Navy Treaty is abrogated, whatever that means. So basically it no longer exists because Japan has decided to go all out war. Okay, we don't have to worry about that now. Poland accepts our demands again. Wow, Poland, you really need to stop giving up our land. We can go for a war against Poland, but I probably won't because they'll join the Allies. Let's go for restore the Holy Roman Empire finally, I suppose, so we can see what we need to get. Let's go for some new cruisers. So, I'm going to do our spotting one. So, light battery, we want radar 2. We're going to put sonar in as well to find the subs. We'll do a bit of anti-air just so they don't get hit by naval bombers. And then we're just going to put a few of the improved catapults. And these are going to be our spotter ships that are going to go out and find fleets for us to engage. I'm going to change our light batteries for a couple of depth charges just to help with the subs. I don't think I need to put sonar on here because our spotting ships will find it. We'll just have these to destroy it because we will get harassed by a lot of subs in the Allies when we eventually go to war with them. UK has been joined by the United States, which is understandable. France still isn't in. The Holy Roman Empire focus is complete, so we can go and have a little look at what we need. So we are lacking Luxembourg, a bit of France, a bit of Slovenia, Swiss, Austria, Dutch and Belgium. So basically just the rest of Europe. So we are well on our way. It's going to end up with a war with the Allies essentially to gain all that, but that's fine. We'll crack on with that. We'll go and get Switzerland probably because these other ones aren't great. We don't really need them. We do need Switzerland because obviously it takes so long to justify on them. So any war goal from a focus is very, very welcome. Our super heavy battleships are done. Right, we are going to go and change the names of these because it has some reason removed it. We're going to make Bismarck the pride of the fleet as well. Why not? And then we're going to change you to the Tirpitz. And I know this is severely unlucky renaming a ship, but we've got no choice, so it's messed up the game. There we go. Our two battleships are done. We are going to go and refit them and get absolutely hounded in the comments when I do this. So we're going to go and put engine 4 in, which improves our speed from 18 to 28, which is absolutely brilliant. We're going to go and put radar 3 in as well, so it's got better heavy battery hit chance. And we'll put fire control 3 in, which is going to cost us 10,000, so half the price to replace the engine and a few electrical components. That is pretty terrible, I must be honest. And it's going to take 514 days. Oh, wow, this is why this is a mistake. But we've got no choice because it's so bloody slow now. Another year and a bit we've got to wait for these. Right, let's go for the Swiss then. I don't think they'll join a faction, which is good. They're not guaranteed by anyone either at the moment. Right, we will need, once we get enough XP from our training, let's go and get the Navy refit yard, because that will give us better refitting speed, which at least make our battleships come out quicker. So 6th of March, we're waiting just over a year, and then we'll have them back out, which is fine. We've got a lot of land battles to fight first anyway. Let's go and get, I mean, we could get the Sword of Islam for Victoria, because, you know, why not? But it's pretty, I mean, that's not bad, I suppose. The division recovery rate isn't bad. I think I'll go and get some of these Prussian military focuses first, though, just to help us out. We are still making dockyards. We've got a lot of equipment, which is nice. We're making cruisers. It's all going well. I mean, we're in 42 and we haven't really done anything, but no one is actually kicking off at the moment, which is weird. Right, declare war on Switzerland. I feel like this is going to be the powder keg that blows everything up now. So we've got our mountaineers in. I haven't actually got anyone on the southern border, I just realised. So we'll quickly take these troops I've got ready for Yugoslavia and move them over here. We'll go and get the policy. I'm pretty sure there is a production cost one for the Navy, which is always nice. So yeah, there was a -5. There is production cost -10, but you get 25% less range. I mean, if I'm going to fight the US, I definitely need the range. So I'm just going to get the flat 5%. Oh, the Swiss have joined the Allies. Damn. Okay, it is kicked off like I thought it would. At least France, I don't think, are in the Allies yet. So that shouldn't be a problem. They are mounting quite heavily on our border. Poland is, though, so they're immediately going to be called in. So let's get a little battle line ready so we can finally crush the remainder of them. And I assume the Benelux will change, hence I've got units stationed there ready. The Netherlands isn't joining the war, so we're going to just start justifying them. That's 125 days. We're not going to do that. France has now joined, annoyingly. I didn't really want them to, but it's not the end of the world. The Allies are starting to call everyone in. We will get our planes up because we are going to need some green air. I can now go towards the war production because we're at war with a major, which gives us another 5%. Meanwhile, we are struggling in Switzerland. France isn't pushing. We will knock Poland out first. Ah, the Netherlands have finally joined. Brilliant. Luckily, we've got a load of divisions here, which we're just going to steamroll into Amsterdam with and knock the Netherlands out. I was not expecting this exchange rate, I must be honest. But there we go. 101 air combat with Kurt. There's our design. We'll go and make some CAS now because I am going to get air supremacy a lot quicker than I was expecting. So we'll go for CAS weapons. We'll add an anti-tank cannon on as well. Why not? Best engine. We've got enough thrust still, so we'll do dive brakes and some extra fuel tank for the range, and we'll just start mass producing these CAS bad boys. This is the problem with Navy, is our army is pretty weak because of our research into the infantry stuff. So we're having to use our panzers quite a bit here, but we're actually struggling to take out this little pocket of Poland down here. Finland wants us... No, absolutely not Finland. We have no interest of going to war with the Soviet Union at the moment. We can get our war production now for extra 5% dockyard output, which is nice. There goes Poland. They had a load of guns to give us, which is very, very handy. We can now move the rest of our army back over to the French border to crack on with them. I'm going to go and get the Navy Chief, because we don't actually own one at the moment, and we can't really get one. So we're going to have to get him for speed. Right, let's declare on Hungary. They don't seem to have too many people here, but I just want to knock them out quickly before they turn. While we have divisions on the border and they're weak, we'll just cast the living daylights out of them. And there goes Hungary. Lovely. We need to move into Romania, who also joined the little pocket here, but that should not be a problem. Right, declare on Belgium. We're going around the Benelux, through the Benelux, around the Maginot Line. All our CAS over. Let's get some more CAS up as well because we're making so much of it. Belgium, I barely even took Belgium, and they gave us like a billion guns. We'll quickly get Rommel's army here, and we'll plough our way into France and knock them out, and then we can finish off Switzerland and Yugoslavia. Oh my god, they've still got disjointed government. We're almost in 1943. What have you been doing, France? I mean, there's no one on the border, so our panzers are just going to absolute steamroll. We just take maybe a couple more. We have Paris. There we go. Triumph in France. Established Bourbon France. I have never seen that. I didn't know that was a thing. I want all of France anyway, so we're just going to conquer it all. Now we just need to mop up these last remaining allies that are left stranded here. Almost got my ships out. We are January, a month away, because they are naval invading quite a lot now. So we're finally finishing off Switzerland, which you need every province as usual, which is rather annoying, but our mountaineers are finishing them off. Little bit of allies here folding in. I forgot about Luxembourg. 75 days yet. Okay, Luxembourg is on the go at least. We are just waiting, I think. Luxembourg and North Slovenia. So Luxembourg and Yugoslavia. The allies keep massively naval invading. Luxembourg justification is done, so we'll start a declaration on them. Obviously, they're not going to last very long. 160 days of Yugoslavia. That's a bit of a joke when we're actually at a world war. Luxembourg is just absolutely melted away, funny enough. Another naval invasion. They are losing. Wow, they just love flooding troops into naval invasions and getting crushed. So, I mean, it's easy to knock out the allies this way, but we will need to start doing a little bit of navy, I feel. Let's get all of our planes over Britain and finally finish off the RAF. It's going to be not as great exchange rate because they've got the radar and the bonuses over Britain, but we should be okay. Right, our battleships are back out. We have a load of cruisers now. I think this is going to crush absolutely everything its way. It does have the spotting ships in it, so we'll quickly just pull them out into a different task force, and then we'll split them off. Right, we need an admiral, so who is looking good? Oh god, I don't really like Ironside. Ironside already is pretty good. We will take Rolf Karls here, and we'll go get Big Gun Expert, definitely. We'll go get Marksman as well, and then we'll pick up Safety first to negate some damage, and then we'll go and get Cruiser Captain when he gets a few more experience points. Right, we're going to hit all around Britain and choke them off and the Royal Navy. We will take this and put it on to never repair, always engage. So our fleet just engages absolutely everything. We'll get our spotter ships on to never engage and get them onto patrol to find us some fleets. There's some nice screens. Our first engagement with Britain, and they just had some screens sat there waiting for us. So, oh, here we go. We have been joined by Hood. Can you imagine if we destroy Hood in the first engagement? A few carriers as well. Let's let this play out. It's taken a lot of damage already. Oh, that's losing Org. Oh, we've done it. We have actually hit Hood straight away in the first one. Sunk by the Bismarck as well. We have literally repeated history with that. 30 odd destroyers, a few cruisers, and HMS Hood. The British are going to feel that. I wonder if they're going to send everything after us like they did in real life. There's a few battleships, which is nice. That's probably quite an even battle, really. It's literally the same composite of ships. Obviously, we're not retreating, and they are, because they're absolute pussies. We do have some carriers that have come in. We haven't got a lot of Org, but we do have damage, which is fine. They're obviously going to try and retreat. If we can take out a few of the big heavies, it'd be nice. Oh, I think we've got we got 2 carriers in the end, so neither was sunk by Bismarck or Tirpitz, though. I'm going to go and get... Not that. Probably aggression for extra attack. And then we'll pick up... we are on trade. We want to go for fleet and being, really, don't we? So we'll swap over for that first. And we'll get a few of the battleship bonuses. A few more heavy ships and a load of screens. They're obviously going to retreat. But it's whether we can crush them before they leave. Oh, we've got a couple of carriers. Another Pride of the Fleet involved. So we can start sinking more Pride of the Fleet. It takes massive penalties to them. Right, we did get the Pride of the Fleet, a load of destroyers, 2 carriers, 1 by Tirpitz, 1 by clearly one of our cruisers or something. So there's another big win. Strength's okay. We haven't got any Org, so I probably will need to get them in port. I'm not too sure how important the Org actually is. Right, there's a few screens we'll get rid of on the way back. A few of them gone, a couple of destroyers. Here's another huge fleet. They are really engaging us. We've actually lost a cruiser, which is a bit annoying. Our first loss, I think. There is 3 carriers here, another Pride of the Fleet. They have got away, but we are smashing our way through their screens at least, which make their heavy ships even more vulnerable. We are losing a little bit of damage. We have taken a bit. We have smashed our way through screens here. Absolutely smashed it. 64 destroyers and 12 cruisers done. I think it's probably... Let's just see what we're up against. 165. 24 battleships they've got, and only 3 carriers left now, though. I think it's time we get this into repair because I don't want to spend too long in port each time. 2 months for a little bit of damage. That is not brilliant. I'm going to go for decisive battle I thought was better. I'll probably go nighttime because nighttime you get a huge penalty. Right, Yugoslavia is done, not the Raj. We want Yugoslavia, which is the last of the land we need. Funny enough, these will be 5-speed crushed over. We've got a load of CAS up there. We've got our tanks and our mountaineers, and they will definitely not be able to withstand the Holy... Well, it's not, it's Germany, but almost the Holy Roman Empire army. Right, that is done. So, revive the Holy Roman Empire. We have it all. We'll tick the button. We don't change colour, but we become the Holy Roman... Get out, lost Bulgaria. Stop trying to rain on our parade. Victoria is now Empress of the Holy Roman Empire. We have a load of new manpower. Bulgaria wants bits again. Right, they are still naval invading. As soon as I put my ships in, we get naval invaded. I'm going to start justifying on Spain because I want Gibraltar so we can actually access the Mediterranean. Right, let's get our task force out again and see if we can smash some bits. Straight away, we found Poland in the Bay of Biscay. Imagine just being a few Polish destroyers and just sitting there and getting smashed. Oh, they've got quite a bit of air out over the channel, as usual. So we are engaging them, so I need to win that war. There's a few more battleships. So, oh, and some carriers have come in. Excellent, excellent. We should do huge damage. No, because the carriers got away as usual. We did get a battleship, though, which is nice. So there's another big defeat for the British. A battleship and a load of screens as usual. We are actually on fire. I'm going to have to get this in port and repair them. The Bismarck is on fire. 2 months because we have had the main battery destroyed. Negative 50% heavy attack. Brilliant. Oh, I sunk a battleship with some cast, which I didn't mean to do. They've still got 100 ships and still quite a few heavy ships left. Let's go and get fire control method so we get a more heavy and light attack. And we'll do damage control to make sure that our heavy battleships aren't taking as much damage. And then I'll either get cruisers or subs. Let's go cruisers because we use them more. Spain is actually in the South American Confederation for some reason. We've got a few more days yet. I don't know why they're in that faction, but okay. I mean, it means the Allies aren't going to pour in to help. We are going to move our CAS over just to help out a little bit. Right, declare on Spain. We'll just immediately, Rommel will roll in with his panzers and his mountaineers and the rest of his army. Are they the faction leader is the question. No, it's Peru, so we're not even going to get peace deal because I'm definitely not going to South America. There's some French being knocked out. Just a few screens immediately got melted to the bottom of the ocean. We have got green channel, so I could invade. There is a load of ships with nowhere near enough screen. Why would you do that? 6 battleships and you had 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers. A few by Tirpitz and a few by the Bismarck sunk there. We are just being hit by these naval invasions so often. I mean, obviously, we're just crushing them back out to the sea. So the Allies are losing so many divisions. Spain is almost over, so we can at least get hold of the Gibraltar Strait. We are cassing the hell out. We have got this huge invasion up here in France as well, which we're dealing with. Right, Gibraltar is done, but I think I need... Yeah, I need the other side of the strait as well, which is okay, because we can naval invade the one tile. We'll just finish off knocking them out of Italy, and then we can redirect a few more divisions. Oh, we have sunk the... Is that the Arizona? Yes, the Pride of the Fleet has got sunk by the Bismarck as well. So Bismarck has taken out the Hood and the Arizona as well. Not a Pearl Harbor, but we also did 4 carriers there as well, which is pretty incredible. All of them were destroyed by our cruisers by the looks of it. Right, luckily I was there. There's 1 division in the port, but that should be okay. Our mountaineers are pretty chunky, so... Quickly run along here, smash them through. Now we have access to the Med. It is time to finally stop the naval invasions down here and see what we can find for destruction down here. Pride of the Fleet of the French, also sunk by the Bismarck. I think it's the Cuba. I can't quite remember which one their Pride of the Fleet is. But there goes 5 battleships anyway, so we are doing some serious damage. Another 4 battleships there of Brits is gone as well, so a few more. What have they got left is the question. 88. They've got 6 carriers. They keep making ships. They've got 13 battleships and 6 carriers. And the Pride of the Argentinian fleet is sunk by Tirpitz as well. So there goes Argentina's fleet, which was just loitering for some reason. Oh, 6 battleships as well. We are smashing our way through the Americans now. I would imagine they really regret engaging the Holy Roman Empire. Here is some more of the Americans. That battleship is definitely going. If we can get a few of the carriers as well would be nice. They have made another Pride of the Fleet, so another hit to war support if we can get rid of it. There goes a couple of the battleships. The carriers did get away annoyingly, but we've got 4 battleships and some screen stuff. Hopefully we have at least caught one of the carriers up with no screens now anyway. So there goes one of the carriers at least. Let's go and get the final one. I'm not going to try and pronounce, but we get a few little org bits and then some repair and refit speed, which is nice. We have got a battle down here, just some destroyers, bit boring, but we are slowly getting there. We are looking chonky and in charge of Europe. I just need to knock the Allies out of the rest of the Med to see what is docked up in there. Right, let's get this into repair shortly, just because it's taken a little bit of damage, little and often on the repair. It's only a couple of months rather than waiting like 6 months. I've never seen the Great Federation of the Horn of Africa formed in like I've never seen it in ahistorical either. China's also in like a weird civil war with communist China and the Soviet Union as well. Britain has still got, so they've made more carriers again. I swear they had like 6 before, now they've got like 8. What did we, three battleships there, which is nice. A few more dealt with. The Med is pretty much ours. I've made a right meal of this Egypt though. We are trying to take the Suez Canal to lock them out of the Med / lock the rest of their ships in. I've been too quickly with our panzers and they've somehow naval invaded behind us. 4 carriers, 4 battleships, including another Pride of the Fleet. I wish it added up and tallied all the Pride of the Fleets we've done, but the Brits are taking a hammering. That's a different fleet, so we've got another 4 carriers, including another Pride of the Fleet and another battleship. They must be on the bones of their arse. Yeah, they've got no carriers, they've just got a few battleships. There goes the Turkish Pride of the Fleet as well. They're getting absolute stamped to pieces. I think we did deal with, there's the Greek fleet as well, so there's just a few little islands left, so we will start jumping on to the last remaining allied islands. That should be it. That's engaging, is that the Spanish as well? I think we've done, yeah, the French and the Spanish Pride of the Fleet as well. I think that is the remains of the allied navy in the Mediterranean. We are looking chonky boy, we control everything. There's a few Brits gone, so we can finally get back to the Atlantic. They've made another 2 carriers and another battleship. Okay, Britain, you just will not give up, will you? You just hear no bell. Unfortunately for you, we have 2 big heavy battleships still. All American carriers are going to the bottom of the Atlantic. And another Pride of the Fleet. I mean, it's probably about 30 Pride of the Fleets now. This is ridiculous. Really anticlimactic. I thought there'd be loads of troops here, but there's not. We've just landed in Portsmouth and the south coast with our Marines. Another carrier that must have come out from the repair, but I think that's it. I think there's not many left. There's a few in some ports, so when we finally push up and knock Britain out, we might get a couple more little kills, but I think that's probably it. The United Kingdom has capitulated. Did we engage anything else? Yes, but it was 2 destroyers. There might be a little bit in the island, but I'm not too sure. I think we're going to call it there. The Holy Roman Empire spreads well across the map. Victoria, the Sword of Islam, Victoria 3, Kaiserin is victorious. The UK actually has still a carrier and some battleships, but I don't really know where they are, and I'm getting a little bit bored. We have basically got naval supremacy. There's nothing that can hold up to us. They do have a 1940 carrier as well, but I think we will leave it there. Let's have a little look. This is always out of date, isn't it? That's definitely not true. We've sunk way more than that. I can look at the history of the Tirpitz and the Bismarck. So we can see here, like carrier, look at battleship, 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 more battleships, some carriers, more battleships, more carriers. Yeah, we have smashed our way through with these chonky heavy boys. Quick look at the Bismarck. So there's HMS Hood we sunk. We also did the Pennsylvania, wherever that is. Mississippi's there. A few more Brits. Basically everything. West Virginia, Tennessee. Few more carriers, load more carriers. Basically, the Bismarck has absolutely crushed. So there we have it, guys. I think that probably wasn't the best idea of making the super heavy battleships. We probably should have just stuck with engine 3 straight off the bat. Engine 4 probably wasn't that much better in terms of waiting over a year to get it refitted. They really need to ruin that refit to get it a little bit further down, because over a year to replace an engine is just wild. But there we have it. We have finally returned to the Holy Roman Empire after, I think my save froze last time and I couldn't continue it. But we've taken the Kaiserin and we have become the naval champions, naval powerhouse. Even with giving dominance to the Brits and pretending like we didn't want a navy, we have overcome the Allies and sunk them massively, with Bismarck and Tirpitz absolutely crushing. So let me know down in the comments what you want me to do next. We are approaching 30k subs, so I have a special in mind which I'm working on at the moment. Then I'll probably be doing the Ethiopia because, you know, that comment. And then I'll be doing something else that I don't know yet. So hit me down what you want me to do. Please subscribe if you want to stay up to tune for more. We are obviously going to hit 30k like I said. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out.